This is Dr. Ted, and here's your 8th tip that you need to know to be fit for life. Number 8, work your abs every day. Now, not everyone looks the same as when they get older, but it seems to be one of the first things that happens when people get older is that their stomachs get bigger and bigger. They just seem to get more round by the pound as they age, and their stomach gets proportionally bigger and bigger. We see these people by the millions everywhere around us. In fact, about 80% of the people over 35 years of age, you'll see most of them have a bigger stomach than they do a chest. I wonder why, but not for long, because I know exactly why this happens, and I know how to prevent it from happening to you. There is no correlation between age and stomach size. There might be a correlation for aging in prostate problems and aging in hair loss, but there is no physical reason for your stomach to get bigger as you get older. The only reason your stomach gets bigger is that you're eating poorly and you're not exercising correctly. There is simply no other reason to get a fat stomach. There is no reason blaming it on age unless you are sick. So let's look at some of the simple steps you can do to prevent a fat stomach from appearing and keep your abs nice and flat for a lifetime. The first thing you have to do is study your nutritional habits, what you are eating and when you are eating. Just a short study program will show you that most of the foods that you might be eating right now have a direct correlation to why your stomach is getting fatter. I will do a diet and nutritional program later in some of my articles, and it'll tell you hundreds of things that you can eat and stuff, and we can go through a specific diet and eating program that you can follow for a lifetime. There are thousands of books out there that you can read. It'll give you great diet advice, great foods you can eat and cook, and there are hundreds of magazines and tens of thousands of internet sites that you can visit, and it'll give you great advice on food and recipes and cooking and diets and stuff. Any and everything you want to know about eating right and cooking right is out there for you for free. All you have to do is two things. 1, read the material, and 2, follow their advice. As simple as this sounds, 90% of the overweight people in the world don't or won't do that. Now let's look at the second part about getting and keeping flat abs. Exercise your abs daily. There's never been a day in the last 50 years that I've not done from 100 to 500 sit-ups and crunches. And in fact, on my 60th birthday, I celebrated doing my 5 millionth sit-up. And you can see a video on YouTube. Every day I make the time, not take the time, I make the time, because when you make the time instead of take the time, you'll find reasons to not do the exercise. When you make the time, it has to happen. So every day I make the time to do 300 or more sit-ups. How long does that take? Less than 10 minutes. It takes me about 1 second to do one sit-up or crunch, and I don't like to do traditional sit-ups. So I do 300 sit-ups, that take 300 seconds, 60 seconds in a minute. That's 5 minutes with a 1 minute break in between. So I'm done in about 8 minutes. You can take 10 minutes all at once, or you can do 50 sit-ups 6 times a day throughout the day. You can get the same results. You don't have to do all of your 300 sit-ups all at one time. You don't have to do them all at once. You can do sit-ups alone and get great results. And you can do leg lifts with them. But a sit-up won't burn the stomach fat. You can do one specific exercise. You can't do one exercise and burn only the fat in that one area. You can't get muscle growth in one specific area. You can't just burn fat from your stomach by doing sit-ups. Don't let anyone tell you that you can do sit-ups alone and get a flat stomach. It can't happen. Fat burns equally across your body. And any one exercise is simply not capable of just burning fat from one area and not another area. How could that possibly happen? You can exercise a muscle and make it bigger, but you can't exercise a muscle and just burn the fat off your bicep, and you can't do sit-ups and burn the fat off your stomach. There are hundreds of books on exercise and DVDs that tell you if you use their machine and read their books and do their exercises, you will burn the fat off your stomach and get that six-pack. That is a lie. You probably will get a flat stomach if you follow their exercises and use their program and their machines, but the fat will come off from all over your body. Only if you watch your diet and do more exercises than they require for a normal person. You will not be able to burn fats and show off your abs if you only do ab exercises. You have to work your entire body. Think about it. If you could only do sit-ups alone and burn the fat from your stomach, you would see people with big fat arms and fat legs and fat butts and a six-pack. You don't see that. You never will. So if you want to get nice flat abs, you have to do your abs every day, and you have to watch your diet. You can't have flat abs and a big butt. You can't have a six-pack and no muscles anywhere else. You have to have everything to be fit for life. You can find out more about it at my website, tedgambardella.com. I'll see you next time. This is Dr. Ted.